Welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and it is episode 34, this August the 27th of 2021, and excited for another Friday show. Going to be a little more basic of a show. We're going to do a tour, we're going to spin the wheel, then we're going to talk a little bit about the Vulcan, and anything else you guys want to talk about in the show. We didn't have too much. We had something prepared, and then plans changed last second. But either way, we're gonna have a good time. And I see somebody saying audio sounds good. I'm glad. We also have Alex.
I had to mute it. You were echoing for sure. You're just too loud of a man, James.
I'm too loud. So his mic is we're experimenting. We got a mic for Alex back there. We wanted to get him mic'd up because his commentary is always funny and welcome. And we just got to figure out because I'm so loud. Like, if I talk normal, it's hard for me to just talk normal. Even though I sound fine, probably. I'm just so used to being so darn
The second
loud.
you start yelling, I see it on both of our monitors.
It's just me. It's been a lifelong 39-year problem that I'm working on, I guess. But how's everybody doing? I see a lot of people in there. Want to welcome aboard, if you got the welcome aboard ready, Gooniac. I see Gooniac33, Fire Booty, if he's there. But he joined earlier, right before the show. Before the show started, so I want to thank him. And I believe the Scott Greenfield thumbnail picture I used, he posted that awesome picture of the MiG. I think he might be using Ray's afterburners. That's what the Fire Booty means, for those of you who might not know. And he'll be in the chat. He can let you know all about that. But I believe that's what he used, but I'm not sure. But those might be in the picture. There. Good morning to everyone. I see Tony Jensen, Blues Dragon, Killin. I made an F4 emoji for you, specifically for you. So there's an F4 there. And now we got Sure Shot Steve. Welcome to the Motion RC Community Captainship. Oh, we are picking up. Love it. Whenever it's like, snowballs, if you will. One person joins and then other people jump into the party. It's only 99 cents. And you get a call out and then get access to any of the other stuff that we do. Which another show is coming. It's one dedicated to our, dedicated to our members. We're gonna hold another private stream where we're gonna spin the wheel a couple times, and that's gonna come up soon. I'll let you know as far as that goes. But as far as today goes, again, you just saw, so I got out with the Vulcan. We're going to have, a proper flight video coming soon. We filmed a bunch of flights. That was just one of them. I was ripping on that thing, and I hope you guys can see how easy it is to fly. It's got a ton of power. It can fly for a long time, depending on your throttle usage and stuff. And everybody who's watched me fly now, I'm pretty heavy on the throttle. I did a little more gliding in that one, but I was just whipping it all over and just going crazy with it, and it can handle it, and it lands like a dream. So I saw somebody earlier in the chat asked, what's a good starter EDF jet? Well, put the Vulcan on the list, because the Vulcan is for sure a good starter EDF jet, and I believe that person said he only flies warbirds at this point, so you've got orientation down, you're flying a tail dragger, which is going to be infinitely harder to take off than something like this, and probably land. You're going to have no problem with something like the Vulcan or an Avanti, F-22, you name the usual suspects on our website, they're there, but that one is for sure one that you might want to jump on when it arrives in a week, when they start shipping in a week. If I better to say, Scone Immin, welcome to the Motion RC Community Captainship. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you so much. Ooh, it's a good Friday. I wasn't expecting this as we're ending August here, heading into September already. Football season around the corner. It's crazy. I can't believe we got this far in 2021 already. But I say let's move right along and get the show started, and we'll take a little tour. Now, as far as Hobby Squawk goes today, it was all videos, a lot of videos being shared. But one particularly really stood out to me, and I want to start that one first. Alex, if you have it. Is it not there?
What do you want, the chase?
The chase.
You want the chase.
This one got shared in our Squawk forum dedicated to the show from Ascend FPV on YouTube. And man, what a great chase video. The actual video itself has credence. playing in the background. I can't play it with that music going on our channel, if you will. But, I mean, check out just some of these shots. It's a great 4-minute video of just nonstop chase action, beautiful aircraft. My hat's off to both pilots
Hit the
here.
gap. Hit the gap.
He almost,
Hit the boom gap.
he's got to hit the boom gap. That would be incredible. But I saw that one pop up, and just wow. Beautifully done, you know, chase all around. I loved the inverted to, you know, when he rolls back to regular flight and you know, as the drone was panning around the side. It's tough to do, man. We and Alex do this, and we have fun with it. But it's just looked awesome to see both the OV-10 and the chase. I'm not sure what he's using as far as chase. It could be the DJI chase drone.
I saw in the comments it was a naked GoPro.
Oh,
So he took apart his GoPro and hooked it up to his frame somehow.
Wow. Oh, okay. So, all right. So he has like a, you know, a regular drone, if you will, not a DJI type drone, and he gutted a GoPro. Wow, that takes. I wouldn't do that. I'm afraid I'd never get it back together. But either way, the footage looks stunning, and that is an absolutely stunning video. And since last week now, all the links to these videos are in the description, so you can give these guys shout-outs, you know, subscribes, of course, when you find them on YouTube. And either way, that deserves a sweet thumbs up from me. I love that video. That probably would have been the starting soon had we not. It only lasted 4 minutes, though. I was looking for 5-minute clips for that starting soon. But that was awesome. So coffee mugs to you, sir. That was fantastic. And if you're going to do more, by all means, keep sharing them in that Hobby Squawk link, because I'd love to see more chase with other, you know, other aircraft as well. Looked phenomenal. Then we had Charles Radford. I found this on Squawk, and I think I've seen him do this before, but this is his customized Freewing Hawk, and I just like the bungee part. The flying, he's got a hat cam on, so it's very hard to see the flying, but I just looped. I love the way it leaves the bungee. I've never tried a bungee, especially with something, you know, I mean, you could do it with even larger aircraft, but I could watch this all day. I just love the sound. It like just, you know, to rig this up, to walk out, hammer in the spot, to move back. Like, I mean, I think you could just hand launch it, but either way, it looks awesome.
That looks way cooler.
It just looks a whole lot cooler. I would love to see that in slow-mo. I'd put Alex right where the bungee is hooked up back there with the camera so that it comes right towards you. That's where I'd be sitting you down as a cameraman. That would be awesome. But Charles Radford, go check him out. That video's in the link, and he's commenting in the thread about it, in the BAE Hawk thread on Squawk, and it's really awesome. So that was fun. Then moving on, Hugh Weedman finally popping up. I don't know if I've ever seen him on YouTube. I didn't know if he had a YouTube. He always shares. You know, you've seen a lot of his customizations. He makes great customs. They always pop and stand out. And he got one of them, his F-16, on you know, on video this time. So I was happy to see that. So you, if you're out there, man, it looks good. I love your field too. Looks absolutely fantastic. And, you know, the red, yellow, and blue pops on the F-16, I'm sure, stick out in the sky so nicely. Oh, I see Hamilton Hanger. There he is. What's up, man? He was our guest last week.
What's up, Che?
Thanks for joining. Alex, don't use the mic too much over there. I didn't get your mic so you could actually, you know, be on the show that often. But either way, this looks fantastic. It really pops in the air. So, you know, hats off to you. The colors on that F-16 just look absolutely fantastic. And there he is. Yu's here. And he's got the 12, that's what he got. He got the 12-blade in-runner now in his F-16. So it seemed to work great, right off grass, no problem. So all around, though, great video, and thanks so much for sharing that. Then moving on, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Not Jeff, not to be confused with Jeff in Upper Alabama. But Jeff from Lower Alabama popping into the thread, sharing him with his Havoc. You see, I got mine hanging on the wall behind me. They don't see that. Not right now. But he put a run cam, I think, facing backwards on it, and got out and flying around with his Skynetic Havoc, man. It's a fun model, right? I heard you saying like it gets sometimes you can lose orientation on it because it can move quick and get out of the way on you, get far away on you real fast. You got to be ready for aircraft like that. But either way, it was a great post. Always great to hear from you, and just look good all around. We were messing around with some run cams as well on some of our upcoming videos, which will be cool. Alex is. You sure Alex is my sidekick? I might be his.
I'm Batman.
without him, there'd be no show. Anyone could do my job. Coming up here, but that's awesome. So that's about it for Hobby Squawk for this Friday. So those were a couple of things that got shared through that I found. And, I'm waiting for some updates on some of the previous ones that we've shown. There are a couple builds in there I'm waiting to see. Just waiting for the people to post their updates. It'll be awesome. So moving on to Facebook. And the first thing we're going to start with, I thought this was cool. Charles Rhoda shared he's customizing a Flightline P-38. I already love it in the Navy. I think it looks really, really sweet there. And even shared a video. He's doing a lot of sort of different upgrades to it. So I'll be excited to see when it's finished. And a lot of people commented on this post asking him to, for sure to update us, as the posts come in. But it's looking good thus far. Got his motors working. And I really like the Navy. I don't know if I've seen a full-out Navy colored P-38. At least shared through our groups. Maybe a long time ago that I'm forgetting, but I feel like I haven't seen that too often. It's either the olive drab or the silver as the base. But either way, it looks cool. I like it in Navy. For sure. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all said and done and complete. But either way, Charles, great share, man. Thank you so much. Then we had a fun one, Barry Canavan. I don't know if we saw this one before, but Stinger 64. I thought that was hot. There's a couple of there's another Stinger 64 coming up. And I just thought that was a really good look on there. The roundels and the old yellow.
Sort of looks like the Vulcan.
Kind of looks like the Vulcan. Yeah. A 64 millimeter Vulcan. But it looks great. And yellow, you're going to be able to see it. Oh, I see you in the comments saying he still hasn't had any decent weather for a long time. Where are you located again, you? Gonna be bite the bullet and go, yeah, sometimes you just got to go for it. But then again, that's where our patience can get the best of us. Our lack of patience makes us do things we shouldn't do, and then it runs out. But yeah, this whole summer's been really weird here in Georgia as well as far as weather goes. But the last couple weeks have been really good for us. We've had some good days to get out and get we got a lot of things filmed, a lot of videos coming out on our end of all different products, which will be good. Then we had Anders. Where's Anders? I saw this. I don't think that's you in the tree, but somebody, you posted this. That's, it happens. Sometimes you got to get up. Sometimes you got to get up and climb and find those aircraft. I had a sample of something that might not come for a long time. Just recently went into a tree and was way too high up for me to bother to get. So it's just going to live there forever. It was deep in the woods. Luckily, I even found it when I went looking for it. I was hoping I'd find something that I can take with me, but I am not much of a climber, so I was not going to get up there.
The nose looks like a cartoon. It's so crooked.
Yeah, that went in first. The wings look good, though. Looks like you just need a fuselage replacement, and then you're all good. Or even some good glue work, and you'll get it back up and flying. It'll probably fly better than it did. Yeah, amen to that, you. Summer of 2021 has been horrible for a lot of things. For sure. All right, Alejandro. You all know him as Air Guardian or RC Forever. Shared just, another beautiful looking video. Some chase of his F-18. That customized one. He's got Tucky. Was it Tucky 10 is Tucky's channel, your chase pilot, I believe. If you want to pop that in the comments, by all means. But I just ripped this. Is a 2-minute video off of Facebook, and I'm going to let this one go because it's I love this stuff. They do some great chase. I mean, Air Guardian's got one of the most beautifully visually stunning RC channels. He really picks it up, and that plane just looks so good too. It pops so well. I love it, man. You got so much content coming out of you. It's unbelievable. I love sharing it for sure. They always fly better with glue. True, Ray. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but the second you crash up, I guess it's just your lack of care for it as much. You're not as, you just let it rip, and then it just tends to always fly better for some reason. Once you lose that initial, oh, I don't want to get a scratch on it. Well, too late for that. Glue it back together and get up and go. Yeah, mad props, John VHRC. Mad props to the drone pilot on that for sure. That stuff ain't too easy, but it just looks so good. It's such a good dynamic to all videos. If you have someone at your field that has a drone to chase, go up with them, because it looks so cool in post. That could look real. That's awesome. With the afterburners inside and then the peel away. Ooh, that's what I wanted to see. That was awesome. And go check out Air Guardian, RC Forever, and Tucky 10. All the names in there. There it is. He chipped your Gripen canard. It's been a long time since Alex hit me in the air with something. Like, I don't think you've done it since we've been back together down here in Georgia.
No, it's been a bit.
It's been a long time.
I only crashed for the first time the other day in 3 years.
Yeah,
going like 1 mile an hour too.
The ground moved up on him. We were going low, and we just forgot that the ground was rising on his side of the field as we were going. But all good. That DJI is pretty rugged. Took a hit and keeps on ticking. Moving on, Thor. Is this Thor? What's his last? Thor Nielsen with I know, Sheriff, people always coming out of the woodwork, at least last week, with Eurofighters. And every time somebody posts a Eurofighter, same thing always happens. It is discontinued. If it was ever to return, it would return in a brand new way. But I'm not, I'm not saying it's returning or not. It's discontinued. But I'm always happy to see people who still have them customizing them. Thor, if you're out there, I'd love to see a better picture. Both of these were vertical, and you don't get the full scope of what it looks like here. But 100%, share a horizontal picture. James getting nervous that Alex might take over the show. He could. I'm getting nervous for sure. Now that he's got a mic, he really don't need me here. He could just talk over pictures. Fantastic. Then Scott Greenfield coming up. That was the 1 MiG shot you guys saw in the thumbnail. I saw that picture and said, yep, I'm going to use that one for the thumbnail. Scott just got out there with a beautiful sunset with some afterburners. I mean, that's a beautiful shot. Nothing else saying. Then from the other side, you can see what lighting does. When you flip the camera the other way, you get that nice, it's brighter in the background, but not quite as cool as when you get the sunset. Either way, both beautiful shots, and thank you so much for sharing it. And then moving on. Oh, Robin Ridering. Ridering. I mean, my last name is just as awful to pronounce, so I get it. But not that your last name is awful. It's sometimes hard to pronounce these things when you don't hear them out there. But he was out with his Gripen, so he shared this. It's a 4-minute. We're not going to play the whole thing, but he was having some fun with his Gripen on this crazy runway that's there. It's like pieced together. But hey, if you got a spot to fly, take it.
Is that grass or concrete?
I was happy to see this. He was doing some high alpha and just loving on his Gripen. I got the Gripen up. I got to take it back out. It's been a while since I got to fly my Gripen. I do want to get out more with some thrust vectoring. But he was having a good flight. And always good to see from new people when they share things on the community. Because you never know where the content is going to come every week. Sometimes it comes from people that just joined, like, where you been? You know, like, you just found it and you got all these, and you got videos and everything. A lot of people are out there flying. Not everybody's out there filming what they're doing and then taking the time to go share it. So we thank you so much for anyone who does that. It's always the best. Damn, those Norwegian names are horrible. RC Turbinator Frode Gulbrandsen says the longest YouTube name ever. That's so funny. But either way, great flying, Robin. And you're really whipping the Gripen. Really whipping the Gripen around. Whipping and ripping the Gripen. Yeah, we did all that last year when it came out. But it's just fantastic plane. A good flyer for sure. So thank you so much, Robin. And then we're going to move on to, we got Rhea Walsh. Did you guys see this one? So he's got a Rebel, but he turned it into a Delta. So I didn't get to get in there to see. It looks like the canards, from what I can see, it looks like the canards are functioning. I can see like a gap between the canards and the fuse. And, you know, I don't know if he took parts from other things or if he molded them himself. Like, it was just, he just posted pictures of, here's my Delta Rebel. And it's fantastic. That looks really cool. Who's Brent? This is Brent Hex Rebel? No. Joined, I think. Oh, Brent just joined. Oh, I'm like, what? I was like, that's not Brent. I was like, it would have been a little more flawless probably if it was Brent. But either way, Rhea Walsh, that looks really cool. I'd love to see it fly. I mean, I bet it floats for sure. I wonder if you can get some thrust vectoring on it. But either way, it looks like something you would buy and fly. Like, you did a really good job getting that together. So, it's really awesome. And think about how small the Rebel is. You know, I guess in retrospect. For the canards, I don't know if you could. Could you take the canards off something else? I feel like you would have had to make everything to do this. You'd have to make it on your own. But hopefully, you people get on him in the comment section and let him explain a little more to you know, what's happening, to how we got to this point. How'd you turn it into that? Because either way, it looks very great. James heads up to Etowah, Tennessee next week. Some Grass Ops Labor Day fun fly. Some of the best pilots will be there. Etowah, Tennessee. How far is that? Share, Adam, share some information either on Facebook group or on the Squawk thread. The Squawk thread link is in the description of this video. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I'm not going to promise anything, but you never know. It's a little late notice, but you never know.
That sounds like a promise.
Some information. That sounds like a promise. It's not a promise. I can't promise. Then RC Pilot H, just another sunset picture of the L-39. I love the sunset shots. Not quite MiG Scott Greenfield good this one is, but I love the background. I love the windsock. Everything about that picture composed really well. So I love to see it. Zachariah Walsh, is that you? He made the canards. That's Rhea Walsh. Okay. Fair enough. He's in the chat. So, yeah, people are going to want to know. Either start a forum thread somewhere and let people know how you, you know, how you did it, what work you went into it. Did you take parts from other aircraft and manipulate those to get on there? Or did you just straight up make the parts that you needed? Let us know. I would love to see it. Would love to know. Then we had brothers out there. Just a good shot of some brothers with their ME-262s. That's Patrick and Pascal Plateau. Love that. And then we had a video. I'm forgetting when Melvin Rivera shared a video. What is this one? It comes to the YouTube. Oh, yeah. He was just out. So Melvin Rivera, he posts from time to time in our Facebook community. And he finally shared a video of he's out with his F-15. Out in the middle of the desert somewhere on a road. I don't know where he's from or where he's flying from, but go get some with your F-15. I love it. I love seeing stuff like that. Either way, I'll happily share it. And I believe he's got the in runner in the F-15, which really, you know, the new power system just takes a model that when it first came out was definitely heavy for the power that was available at the time, but that's all changed on the new Inrunners. You know, she's not a speed demon by any means, but she definitely flies. If he's flying in Dubai, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I wonder if there's any drone pilots who went to Dubai and dropped down the Burj Khalifa or something, you know? I'm sure somebody's tried to do it. Everybody used to do those wall riding, you know, building drops with their chase drones. But either way, Desert Storm Ops in Dubai with the F-15, for sure. And it's in the Gulf War scheme, the F-15, for sure. But either way, I was glad to see it, because sometimes it's nice to put some faces to, names to faces. You see names pop up all the time, but you don't always see faces. So either way, good share. Thank you so much, Melvin, for sharing, and keep them coming, man. Looks like you got a good spot to, a nice empty spot to go fly, which is always nice. And then we move on to another Eurofighter. This one from Jets and Wings. You might recognize the location by now. Robert. He does some just awesome customizations. He has so many at this point, you know, but I always know him for that F-15E Strike Eagle that he did. But this is another just gorgeous livery he did on his Eurofighter. And man, I mean, I love like the whole Red Baron thing about it. And I don't know if that was a real livery. I'm going to assume it was a real livery at some point, but I don't know. And then again, you know, I doubt it. It just, either way, it looks really cool. If he just designed it, you know, himself, then even better that he just came up with it. Because I don't know if I could design an aircraft that would be awesome like that. Because it just looks fantastic. So go give Robert some love. Jets and Wings, always stunning, man. Always stunning work. And it looks, I wouldn't even want to fly that one. That one looks too good to almost fly. And moving on, Glenn Davis. You guys know Glenn from Blades of Thunder. He was on a show a couple weeks back. There he is, Glenn Davis. And he's telling me it was real. So it was a real livery, which is cool. But he was at a show. Glenn, let us know what show you were at or where. I just grabbed a couple of the pictures you shared, another heli show. Glenn's a big helicopter guy. Again, Blades of Thunder is his YouTube channel that him and a couple of buddies have started up. But either way, just a couple nice shots of some great helis. And there's one, I love the buckets. Those are they have the LA Fire coming up. There we go. They fill up a, kiddie pool, and then they dunk it in there, pick the water up, go up, drop it. That's just cool. I love that. Yeah, there it is. I love the kiddie pool action. You couldn't put that pool out there, my kids would be all over. But it looked like a good show, and it looked like more than just a heli show that you're at. It looked like a pretty big event based on this picture here, everybody. I was just looking in the background. But, it looks like a lot of big aircraft back there, too. So, the Popham Model Air Show near Winchester, United Kingdom. So that's where he was. It looks fantastic. I bet there were some good planes there as well. Either way, all looking good. Water bucket win for sure. Now what you need to do, Glenn, you have to light a foamy on fire next to it and then put it out for everybody else. You got to keep it ready, and the first turbine that goes up in flames when you're at the show, go fly out there and drop water on it. That would be awesome. That would be perfect. And then we come on to Drew Monahan, and he just had a couple nice pictures of a few of his aircraft. He was at the Helena Model Flyers, and he had his F-18 out, and it looked like it was a little rainy. And the sun was going down, but they all just look good. The Gripen with the lights, and then his custom. We've seen this custom A10, but this was the showstopper one. Just good pictures. I love when you get that wet reflection off the runway. It really makes for some good pictures when you have a trash. We're always happy to trash a planky. That's so funny. And then Chris McGregor. So John Killen, I don't know if you caught this one, but Chris McGregor's doing work on an F4. I love it. I love it. I love the detail on it. Not just the livery is great, the sundowner scheme, but you could definitely see the work in the detail on the panel lines and everything. Not too little, not too much. That's the Goldilocks zone of paneling right there. That's just right. So I absolutely love to see that. And Chris, excellent work. Can't wait to see that one outside in the sun and getting ready on the runway for a flight. So hats off to everybody who shared something on Facebook for us this week. And now we will move on to YouTube. And what do we got first? We'll start. Oh, RC Forever. So this was his. He was out. You've released so many videos. Sometimes I saw there was.
How many channels do you have?
He has 2 channels. He's got tons of videos up, but this one was his just flying around with his Gripen. I saw you also did a video where, you're explaining you had with your Su-35. I guess it's been a while that you took it up, and you were sort of, your landing, your takeoff wasn't perfect, but you explain it, and, that's what people need to see too. That even somebody like yourself, we all make mistakes for sure, Yeah, his videos are always legit. I mean, you could have a channel just dedicated to reviewing the videos on his channel.
Don't give me an idea.
sounds like he needs a 3rd channel, Air Guardian.
He has 3.
He has a 3rd one now too? Oh, he has a 3rd? I didn't even see the 3rd. Is Tucky 10 yours? Or is that your friend's? Because is there a 4th video? Is there a 4th one hiding out there? Or is that just your fake account where you run around and, make good comments on all your other videos? But either way, I love this video. Another good one. I like the time of day you chose to film it was really nice. Just look how slow it comes down. Look at this. Now you're playing with the speeds on this one, I would assume. Yeah. It's a lot slower, but either way, even in real time, that would have looked pretty crazy. It looked like you saved yourself at the end there. But either way, that looked awesome, man. Alejandro, the stuff is great. Oh, then we had Noon's Airborne RC with the ZOHD Talon. I have mine behind me. Our video is going to be coming. We have a little bit to share of that, I think, coming up. But he had a bad hand launch on his. But then his video, he goes through, whatever he did, and then he had a better second launch. But I've really enjoyed flying this one. I got it set up for FPV. It's a lot easier than I expected it to be, and I'm really loving what I'm seeing out of some of these ZOHD models. Everything from how, they're just well thought out designs for anyone interested in getting into FPV, for sure. He throws like me. I just thought it was funny. We said girl throw coming up and then gone. But, whenever you're hand launching something that you haven't flown before, we've all been there. You're not sure what to expect with some models. And that one, I wasn't sure either, but mine left and just true. Great flyer. And we'll show a little bit of my footage. I had some onboard from it, and that video is going to be coming at some point. And then lastly, BD Tennessee's YouTube channel. Again, all the links to all these channels in the description. He did a great overview video of his F-15. So I think he just recently got one. But you could go check out his video and some good flying. It looks like a channel that's trying to up and come and become a review channel. So this is how you get started, and he's doing good. You Weedman. James, what's up with the hair? I like your usual look like you just got up. I'm glad you noticed.
We got hair and makeup in the house tonight.
I looked Friday. I looked in the mirror this morning. I saw the comb. The comb was there. It was on the counter, so I grabbed it this time. And I just figured I'd look nice for all you guys. I guess I won't. Next time I'll just I'm gonna sleep till 11:45 next Friday. Don't tell my bosses, and I'm just gonna wake up, roll out of bed, and do the live show. That'll be the best. But either way, BD Tennessee, cool video. You get into your mixes, you get into, you get the gauge meter on it. So he did a lot of stuff there that, that can help people out. Anyone interested in flying that aircraft, he did a lot of stuff. I just sped it up. I don't want to share too much of somebody's video. The whole point of this is you see it. If it piques your interest, then you're going to head over there. You're going to give them the likes. You're going to give them the subscribes. And you're going to give them the views. And come back for anything else that they do. That's what we're there for. So that'll do it for YouTube Tour this week and all the community.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for the sub spin and win. Uh-oh. It's time. Boom. We're on the table. Uh-oh, we announcing the winner?
And this week's winner is...
This week's winner is... Snow Valley Park. That's a YouTube channel name. Snow Valley Park. Congratulations. This upcoming spin is going to be for you. Alex just going to set up the camera. We like to get up close and personal on it. Now, but you, Netflix is on. Wheel of Fortune's been on Netflix, and I can't help myself. I gotta watch Wheel of Fortune. Ever since we got this, I find myself watching Wheel of Fortune more, trying to get ideas. I need a Vanna. That's what I need. Alex, you're gonna be my Vanna.
Pass.
Hard pass. All right, Snow Valley Park. It was Snow Valley Park. There it is. Are you ready? And everybody's hoping. I'm going to start it on this one because that's what I know a lot of people want. Hold on, I got to tighten this down. Oh, it's loosening up. It was the camera. No, the base is just screws into the base. I must have twisted it. Let me twist it around, get it back and gone. All right, here we go. Are you ready, Snow Valley Park? Because I'm rocking it. 3, 2, 1.
Vulcan, 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 Vulcan.
Extra spin, extra spin. Oh! We finally did it! The 70mm Vulcan.
Nailed it.
Snow Valley Park. Now it comes off the board. We kept it up there we're going to keep it up there until either the first one ships or the first person wins. But the Vulcan is now off the board. So something new is coming there next week. And there you have it. We just gave away a brand new 70mm Vulcan to Snow Valley Park. And you have until next Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern to, you called it. You did call
I called it. I knew it. I knew it.
You have until next Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern to contact us at contest@motionrc.com. Alex is going to put it up on the screen right now. To claim your prize, you have to email us, and preferably you'll email us from your Motion RC account. If you do not have a Motion RC account, go create one. It's free on either motionrc.com or motionrc.eu. It just makes it easier for us to send it. If you email us and you don't have one, I'm going to ask you to set one up anyway. That's the easiest way for us to get things shipped to you. So either way, congratulations, Snow Valley Park.
That was awesome.
Yourself a Vulcan. Fantastic. Unbelievable. That's awesome. It always lands on the good stuff.
I'm laughing at Hugh's comment.
You go do it. That's really funny. YME, how do you become a member? It depends. If you're on your phone, iPhones are a little different. We made a video on how to become a member, but if you have a desktop computer, there should be a membership button to a channel. You don't have to be a member to be a part of this. To win on our sub spin and win, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. Click the the notifications button. Click the notify me when back in stock button is what was on my mind. Click the notification bell on YouTube and leave a comment, if you want. But you don't have to. It's not a pay to win type of thing unless you want to be a part of. We do some private stuff, but not too often. That's why the memberships are only 99 cents. If we ever got to a point where we have more membership content, we'll have other tiers and such. But for right now, Either way, that was awesome. Another big win. Gonna have to update the video now. Got to throw the Vulcan in there too. That's fantastic. Jason, have a great weekend, sir. You don't have to. You don't have to announce your exit. It's all good. I'm not mad or anything if you're leaving our show
I
on
am.
Friday at 12:40. Alex is very upset. He's crying over there. So moving on. So what else do we have? We were going to talk a little bit about. Want to talk about the Vulcan, the video you saw before. If anybody has any questions, about the Vulcan, it's almost ready to go as far as shipping out to everyone else. So again, we just had it out. Probably I flew another 12 flights the other day on it, and it's just fantastic. So the flight you saw earlier today, we'll let this one play out. But what do you guys think? I think it's fantastic. I know a lot of people are, it's not the plane everybody wanted.
This isn't what I wanted.
This isn't what I wanted. But I think it's one that everybody will enjoy. If you have a sport jet, eventually you might have a sport jet similar to this one, and eventually that one might not return home from the field because these things happen. So it'll be good. You'll be excited that this one is there because I think anybody who gets one is going to really, really enjoy it. It's got a ton of speed. It assembles super easy. It looks clean, and it's so stable. It's been a while. I'll admit it's been a while since I flew the Avanti, but if you like the Avanti, you're gonna love the Vulcan for sure. And I was just going nuts with it.
You were starting to feel it for sure.
Because the one that because I told you I scraped one, so this was the one that I initially crashed and sort of fixed up, and I have a new one behind me because we wanted to redo some of the beauty shots and such. So this one I sort of went out and said, if it goes down, it goes down. Let's just go, let's just go a little harder for it. So, it's like I was almost trying to crash it, if you will. But it is really locked in. I could only imagine what it would fly like too. If you added a gyro to it. I don't have a gyro on it. I don't think it's the type of jet that needs it. It's very predictable. It goes where you want to go. It flies true. And, no camera tricks or anything. It's a solid flyer with a great... I hear you, Ryan. Sports jets are not your thing. I feel the same way. I'm not going to lie. I'm a scale guy, too. I like to know that jets did things in real life, but when you do get behind the sticks on a sports jet, it makes you understand why people do love them, because they really are capable of pretty much anything. And they fly extremely well. If you're somebody interested in practicing, like this jet, so it wasn't on this flight, but Patrick was there while I was flying this around, and he even gave me a compliment for the way I was flying it. So I was blushing on that. Get a compliment from Patrick.
Thank you, Major.
And he said, "Thank you, Major." But what's it called? I was trying to practice. I wanted to try to. I'm not good with knife edging. Like that's something that I just get. I don't know. When I get the aircraft rolled sideways, my brain just starts getting all crazy, and I can't just hold it. But this is the one that I'm going to continually go out now and practice with. This beat up Vulcan now is going to become my practice for all the other jets, because once I can get it, this is the plane that I'm going to get it on. And, I do want to add a knife edge to my limited arsenal of moves. I feel like once the knife edge comes, then I want to, my move thereafter is the 4-point roll. I love when people do, a proper 4-point roll is great. And for me, not that good with it. Glenn Davis, challenge accepted. Can't fly backwards. That's really funny.
Wow, look at that compliment from our buddy Jeff.
Jeff in Lower Alabama thought it was Patrick. Oh, man. Don't tell Patrick that. He's a lot smoother than that.
We got to cut away so you can see James blushing.
He's a lot smoother than that. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Major now that he just got compared to me. That's funny. Yeah, but you see, even people love their military. Oh, Blues Dragon, thank you so much, man. You don't have to do that. But yeah, I think it's the type of thing. Obviously, it's hard for me to say. I got a little bit of everything here at the studio, so I get to fly it all. You know, if I was just a customer, though, I don't know. Like, I probably would be someone that might not look towards the sports stuff. But that said, I feel like if I was a customer, if I'm getting into EDFs, just based on what everybody says, whenever, for the most part, you see it when, hey, I want to get into EDFs, what's the first? And a sport jet is pretty much going to be that, that first jet that you probably should get, because they're the best trainers, if you will, because they can do it all. The best thing about the Vulcan is it has a ton of speed and it's stable, but you can also putz the thing around at half throttle and just learn how to fly on it, EDF jets wise. I wouldn't recommend it as your very first aircraft, but your very first jet, it's right there and you can grow with it. It's the type of model you just, once you become a seasoned pilot and you're bringing all your big scale stuff, to the field, you throw the Vulcan in there and you fly that first a couple times. Warm up your hands, warm up your fingers, bang around on that, and then, go step to your other stuff. But either way, I think people are going to absolutely flip when they finally get them, and I can't wait to see what other people have to say about it, because that's what I like to rely on is, the people who spent their own money, to buy it. I want to hear what you have to say when you own it. That's what's the most important about it. GB Linden, how much faster is the Vulcan than the Hawk with the Outrunner? Well, the Hawk doesn't have an Outrunner anymore either. The Hawk now comes with the same motor that the Vulcan does. I believe the Hawk, the Vulcan, and the F-35 as far as 70s have the 2210 Outrunner with the 80 amp ESC, and then I think it's the Yak, the ME-262s. They've got there's one more in-runner that came out. It's like 2100, 2000. Now I'm forgetting in my head. I think it's 2100 kV, but that can run on the 60 amp ESC. So as of right now, the Hawk and the Vulcan are going to have the same power system. So really, I think the only difference there is, the biggest difference is, do you want the scale or do you want, the sport? But they both are going to fly, similarly. But I think the Vulcan is sleeker, and I think the Vulcan will have more speed because there's less drag on it. I mean, obviously, if you take everything off, you take that bottom hump off the Hawk and such. But I just think the Hawk, based on it being a scale aircraft, is going to have more shape to it that might make it a little more draggy, whereas a sport jet, they're not beholden to any real, model. They don't have to try to look like anything else. They're designed to just be as sleek and drag proof as possible. So I would say the Vulcan's going to be faster, out the box for sure. But that's like saying, can I tell the difference of an aircraft doing 105, 115, and 125? If they're not flying together, if one just went and then a few minutes later another one went, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know the difference when it comes down to those things. TKX Fly, really? Hawk is fast without bouncing. I mean, I think bouncing's just, I think you just got to slow the aircraft down a little more and maybe get some power right back in the second those wheels touch. And Justin's got a good point. Hawk makes more air noise because of the shape, which means drag. A lot of the noise is drag. John Killen, for you, it's about customizing. Scale is best for that, for sure. But then again, with a sports jet, I like that you can make anything, since it doesn't exist. Sports jet's one that you can really just play in the fantasy world. And, the best thing about the Vulcan, it's a very basic scheme. Little Rust-Oleum over it and turn it whatever color you want to turn it, Give it a white base and start fresh. Wouldn't take too long to change it up. Wow, the chat is live right now. What did Frode say? That's truth. If it's not fast enough, fly close, fly closer. that is true. Runs out of elevator during the flare and the nose wheel hits first. I don't know. I haven't experienced that with the Hawk. I always found the Hawk to be pretty easy to put down, but I bounced this one on one of my landings, because with this one it's very easy to fall into your old habits of, oh, I'm just gonna glide it home, because you can cut the throttle on this and just glide it all the way home. You can sort of just keep pointing the nose down, and one time I just came in a little too hot and did the old little bounce, but still landed fine. A little weird, but if you saw the landing on the video I just showed, the other landings were pretty much all like that. With flaps, it slows down really nicely and just came in like I would expect it to. I just had a little bit of throttle on that one. I remember Justin has a Vulcan now, and he's flown it way more times than I've flown this one for sure. So definitely listen to him on the speed and such. MRJD Crow, post a link to Major's landing videos. Yeah, I was thinking of going back into those. Because Patrick's still around, and I would love to take the best parts, because we did it in parts, and obviously we did them on live shows. I would love to make those. I would love to turn a lot of that information into just one video. I may even just go back and pull, those and just piece it together, because there was so much good information through those 3 videos from, when you get a real pilot who's, who does train, he was a trainer. I think in his job he helps obviously train other pilots, and then at the field he was a club trainer, so he's used to training people, so he's really good at explaining things in a way that we can all understand. And I still go back to some of those videos. Like, I was just talking to him the other day about some jets I still struggle with on landings, and
F-16,
F-16, and he's gonna help me out for sure. I get nervous in that high alpha attitude. I'm just afraid I'm gonna get too slow and just lose it, because it's happened, and then I don't want to see it happen again. So I tend to fly too fast all the time. But alpha, if there's enough interest, I could do a live walkthrough of the 3D CAD and show some of the wingtip changes. Alpha, how about we combine the walkthrough CAD, because we are time for a members only live video where we spin the wheel 3 times. So why don't we include that in with this and make that all one show? So if you want to be a part of, if you want to have Alpha, come on. He's done it before on other shows, but he comes in with the CAD drawings and he explains to you what's really inside, because there's a whole lot of design and engineering that goes into these things. It's not just foam, and he's the guy that does that stuff. And he would, he comes on and he'll talk to you guys, answer all your questions. So if you want to do that, you have to be a member, and it's only 99 cents a month. So you want to join the channel, because if we're going to set that up, maybe we'll do that for like next Wednesday. Wednesday seems to be a good day for members only, and we usually do them at the same time. But then again, since Alpha's on the other side of the world, maybe we'll do a later evening one. And if we do Wednesday, GB, I would not want to encroach on your time slot. So maybe something like 4 p.m., 5 p.m., something like that. But I'll let you guys know. I'll put a post out as soon as we have some ideas, and I'll let you guys pick a good time. But if you want to come on, I'll think about it if we get 100 likes on this video right now.
100?
There are enough
shoot
of us
higher.
watching. We'd shoot higher. How many likes do we have on the video? 12?
We're at 72.
Oh, we're at 72 likes. All right, so get the likes to 100, and then we'll do this. Brian Seibel. Alpha, bring in a CAD drawing on an SR-71. He will, and he'll tell you why he's not going to produce one. Based on the CAD design of... I'm just kidding. Makes sense, as long as we're not capping over in other content creator shows. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going live at this time, at 12 p.m. Eastern, if it's up to you guys. Remember,
94.
Members, you're still, members only. Even if you're not there live for the members only show, you can still watch the replay and such, But if you want to be there to be able to ask Alpha questions live, then, it'd be great to be there.
We're
Roach Coach Hellies. I'm so sorry, man. Maybe next time will be yours. It'll be your win. That would be awesome. John Killen, how about the cat of the new twin F-15E? Oh, man.
99 likes. Who's it gonna be?
Doggy Doo, how much does it cost to design and build a prototype jet like the Vulcan? Well, Doggy Doo, from our... Doggy Doo, that's just really funny. From other videos that released, you're looking into the six figures to bring any of these aircraft to market. So if that makes you, if that answers your question, that's the best I can say. It costs a lot to get these things out. So you got to make sure you're making something that, flies well and people are going to enjoy owning. That's great. And what time is it now? Wow, 5 minutes. So let's move on to the questions and answers portion, because we're just rapping today. Sort of just winging this, but at least I did my hair, right? Was it John? No, you got on me about my hair. Tobias, Discord was nice. Well, I was tempted to start a Discord, but right now we got 171 members. You get 171 people in a Discord chat. That could be really hard to, I may start a Discord chat, then leave it to you guys. That's just a place that you guys, want to be. And, but I don't know how I'd monitor a Discord chat to make sure that the people who are on, who are paying to be a YouTube member are not just sharing the link with other people who aren't. That's where the Discord, that's where it fails, because other people can just get in there once you share the link.
I think you could make it invite only, like from the admin. So like only you would be able to send a link.
Okay, that might make sense. All right. I'd have to figure out how to do the Discord thing. But, as of right now, we'll keep it within YouTube for the time being. That's the best. Pontiac, don't worry about it. Brandon Phelps, what's going to replace the spot on the wheel? I don't know. Now that the big one there is gone, I'm going to do some replacing. There are a few that I think need to be replaced in general. I think we've given away the boat. The Avanti never went. I'll probably replace the Avanti. The TA's been up there since we had the
Did they ever claim the Havoc?
Havoc. Yes, somebody claimed the Havoc. Yep. Someone claimed the Havoc. Havoc could probably go now. I don't know. We're going to have to see. What I would love to get a tank on there too, but
speaking of tanks,
the tanks move so fast. And speaking of tanks, dude, Sherman, I love this Sherman. Wait till we do the video on this. We had a lot of fun with the Sherman. This was the other day. We had Patrick out there, and after we were done flying, I was like, dude, let's play with some tanks. So I brought the Tiger 1, the Sturmtiger, and the Sherman out there, and we just had a grand old time. And we made a little. Alex is gonna do some Photoshop, if you will, some After Effects to try to make it look like we have more than one Sherman, because you can't have a one-on-one Sherman, a Tiger 1 battle. That's not gonna. Well, maybe with the 76mm cannon, this Sherman might have a chance. Might be probably faster, quicker. But still, it would look cooler with. We want to make it look like there were 5, 6 Shermans in a tank group, going out there. We tried to reshoot that scene in Fury where they're all driving down the road and then one just gets blown to heck in the back of the line and they all turn and they're looking for the Tiger 1. It's really cool. But either way, I'm impressed with all these Toro tanks. If there's one you see and you want to grab it, don't hesitate. You'll appreciate having one of these models, whatever you use it for. It looks awesome. They really look good. Where's Meatball? I know, right? Right, Noons? Sherman, I love the paint. And honestly, I gotta I'm gonna put new pictures on the website, because the pictures we got of this Sherman that are on there now, it looks a little lighter than it actually is when you get it. So I gotta update the pictures of the Sherman, because the olive drab it's a deep olive drab with the black. It almost looks blue and like light green or something on the website. But either way, it looks great. Scotty's story. Are there any other color schemes for the F-14? Not out of the box. It comes schemed up out of the box, I believe. So, if you want to do it, then you're going to talk to Cali Graphics. And, a little bit of Rust-Oleum goes a long way. As you can see from a show like this, we're constantly sharing people's, customizations. That's part of the love of it. But, either way, it's awesome. Sherman is great. It's cool to have them both there. But it really is, like, obviously, I don't think I've ever been in front of a real Tiger One. I've stood in front of a Sherman at one point, at like a museum or something. When you have both of them there, it's just, it's unbelievable how much smaller one is, than the other. It's like, whoa. You saw that thing driving and you'd be scared if the Tiger One came rolling down. Like, people who saw that the first time, man, that's crazy. But not currently too many to choose from, so we only have one scheme and let the modelers customize from there. Yep. The new Black Horse L39, the one that I unboxed. Any news on that one? Remember, when I unbox that, that's just, we want people to go in and say, is that something you want us to bring? That's an option that we could bring in. But, if that's coming to Motion RC, it's not going to come for, you're going to be waiting a little while. They've got to produce them and get them over here. But that L39 that I had, it's on its way to a turbine pilot who's going to be able to do it justice and put a proper turbine in it and get it flying. So the next time you see it will probably be on this show down the line when it's built up and ready to go. And that'll be awesome. So at that point, wow, Scotty's story, he wants it. Put it on the wheel. I would love to put a couple $1,000 jet on the wheel. I'd be so pumped about that. But we need more than 171 members to do that for sure. But man, it is already 1:02. So see, just like that, we move on. So, and that's how we come to the close of our show. So in conclusion, guys, thank you as always so much for joining us as you do every Friday. Anybody who shared something this week that got on the show, congrats and thank you so much for sharing. Again, I've got links to all your YouTube channels in the video description. So if you want to go click through those links, give those people their likes, their subscribes, that'll be the best. That's what we do it for. So everybody else, John Killen, don't get another F4. Hang on. You'll find your 6th F4 this weekend. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But either way, guys, thank you all so much for joining us to wrap up August. So next week will be September, and we'll be back here better than ever, hopefully, with another exciting show for episode 35. I think it's going to be exciting, but we'll see when we get there next week. So that'll do it for me, guys. Thank you all so much. Alex has a mic now, so he can say goodbye.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
There he is. And guys, as always, for Alpha, for everybody at Motion RC, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week at Motion RC Live. Bye, guys.